this, okay. Now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew, ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew, yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this, ayy. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this, ayy.
Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
The pickup. 2nd and 6.
This is Freeman. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
now it's Freeman.
7.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. CeeDee Lamb. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 14 carries, 55 yards.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
After the interception, here's Stafford. This is the tight end, Njoku. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Here's Freeman. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll run it. Freeman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now it's Stafford. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. And it's good to make it 14-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, get the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Brady now on first down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Brady's pass complete to number 8.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Second and 5.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
The tackle made.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. Now Brady. And he slings one that's incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10.
Brings up second and 10.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 27-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. The last run got 6. Now second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Kareem Hunt.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a second and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Now they try the right side here. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Brady. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Eagles 3.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
That's good for a Washington.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down. Right.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford is going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Stafford on 3rd down. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
14. Eagles 3.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he's stopped at the Eagles 30. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Stafford. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Freeman. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Washington on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
Carlson on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
17. Eagles 3.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
It's 3rd down and 3.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside. And I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah, you can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness. That's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef, they want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Brady. And Brate, the tight end's got it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
Kareem Hunt hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are back within a score. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense trots back onto the field, and we take an in-depth look at Royce Freeman. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
On the draw, this will be Freeman. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
He's taken down.
Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
That's good for a Washington.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
By Philadelphia.
On 1st down, it's Hunt. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
39-yard line.
This is Hunt.
Kareem Hunt, the ball carrier.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
3rd down.
From the gun, Brady. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was. And Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Brady. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Throwing now is Brady to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Brady. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Complete.
From 4 yards out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Extra point.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Gano the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone, and Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. The veteran Jamie Collins there on the tackle.
Down at the 41. A 3-yard pickup.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Over first and 10.
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. And he's made it easy for us to put together a highlight package. Just wondering what he ate before this one started.
Let's include that in.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing again, Brady. Catch made here by Campbell. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Brady now on first down. Underneath, he's got Brate, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady throwing the out route and complete. It's Williams.
Complete to Mike Williams. 5 yards on the play. And it's third.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
The pass. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the...
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
This pass finds its way to Williams, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
On first down, Brady. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now a play fake. Brady. Underneath, he's got Brate. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now Brady again. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
To number 22.
Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Hunt. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Brady. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 17-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Hunt. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. He's given them a little jolt, just gave them the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. First possession of the second half now for Washington. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
No gain on the play.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stafford. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing on 3rd down. Stafford. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
To throw again, Brady. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
3rd down.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's airing it out for Williams. It got his man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play there for the Eagles on third down. And even 40 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
Brady now on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. 7 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, it's Brady. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Eagles.
On the run, this is Hunt. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
The ball carrier.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now.
They run again with Hunt.
At the 14-yard line.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Brady. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
A loss of 13 yards.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 31-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
27. Washington 17.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Washington offense set to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Freeman. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced to dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Here's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
From the 22, Brady. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Yeah, this is going to be an Eagles 1st down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
The tackle made at the 44-yard.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
That's the end of the...
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 39 yards there, a big one.
And an Eagle 1st down.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Now Hunt. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Brady going to throw. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
It is good. Makes the score Eagles 30. Washington.
And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark. And he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
Jalen Baker on the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, first down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Freeman. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, Stafford. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Incomplete. Marcus Peters on the coverage.
They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Out of the gun, Stafford. This is the tight end, Njoku. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
2nd and inches at the 36.
Here's Stafford. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Washington on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. This is Freeman. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
At the 32-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, He's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
He's brought down.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. They run with Hunt. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Brady now to throw. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Hunt. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it.